it's 7 games unbeaten, but it's a frustrating afternoon, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I think when the team who bottom league come to your home ground, there's always an acceptance that you think you're going to walk all over them. And I thought for the first 30 minutes, I thought it was one of the best we've played for a long time.
Yeah.
In relation to our fluidity was there. I thought we were disrespectful in the opportunities that we got. Both keepers were man of the match. And I thought second half was probably the worst 45 minutes we played all season. But you look, James got injured, Bowles got injured, Matty come off injured, Cameron's carrying an injury, Lewis Bate, that pitch on Wednesday, and I will, people say, oh, it's an excuse, it's a fact.
Yeah.
It was going to have, they haven't played midweek, they've come here with all the energy, and I think our decision making was a little bit sloppy, but the effort the lads have give for the last block of 4, I think, was Fleetwood, and we looked fatigued in that game, and again here today we looked a little bit off it in the second half. But as that game sort of come towards the end, I thought we were the team that looked like we might have got something out of it. It's a frustrating result, but probably off the back of the work that the players have put themselves through and how hard they've turned their attention to detail. I want to thank them for their efforts, even though I'm fuming with the last 45 minutes. It's a hard one to sort of call this. We knew second half we were way off it, flippant, lethargic, sloppy, playing too many backwards passes. And the goal come from when we could have gone forward, we come back and then we created the press, and all of a sudden on the counter press we got done, and that is something that is not part of what we expect of this team. But I want to say thank you to the staff, like people like Johnny who've worked so hard to. He's at 7, he's getting back at 7, 8 o'clock at night. He's doing long days. I know people might watch this and go, well, I'm the same. I get that. What people have had to put in to make sure that we've been ready for these games has been very, very good. We feel just let people down that second half.
Yeah, but I don't think the effort is definitely there. Like you say, there are tired legs. Nobody ever said we were going to climb up 3 points. It's never going to be an easy thing. There's going to be ups and downs, but we're in the right direction every time.
Every time we keep playing games and picking points up, we go in a direction which is upwards. For us, we know we've underperformed so far early on in the season, and you should be winning games like today if you want to be successful. We're under no illusion with that. But we have to have respect for the opposition. I thought when the striker came on, I thought he made a big impact. I remember him coming here in the FA Cup not too long ago doing exactly the same thing. When he's a bit between his teeth, he's difficult to play against. But what we went through on Wednesday, you've seen the pitch, it was obviously going to have an impact. It's the reason why today the calves and hamstrings are, we've got 1 or 2 coming off the back of that game. Lost Elliot Moore because of the pitch, and again that balance of who you play to get through to being ready to play in the league. We still fear, if we would have done it all again, we'd probably done exactly the same thing. My frustration is I just feel in that first 45 we didn't turn the screw quickly enough, and that could have gone 2 and 3 and all of a sudden it becomes a different game. We become sloppy, lethargic, and second half we just become a little bit average, and that's not been us over recent weeks. But you say you're young Tyler and Gats coming on, that's where we're at right now, and the 2 young lads give everything they possibly got, and we're starting to develop that with the young players. When you've got people now not fit, not ready to perform and getting there slowly, we know as this season rolls on we'll become better, and I keep saying that to you, and we are. We really are. And today I thought Simon Eastwood is the reason why we're at the point, and our honesty, and they're the 2 components that I can take from it.